I'm not even sure how to start this video. This is definitely the most interesting RPG of the series so far, so I almost don't want to spoil anything.
Stop! It's been 4 months since I recorded this audio, and I completely forgot about this video until I got a notification from Luigi Family, so thanks for that. Anyway, I just wanted to say I've been somewhat busy, so expect yearly uploads from me. Anyway, back to the video.
Don't worry, I won't be spoiling too much, but if you're interested in the game, I know I haven't even shown anything yet, just watch the summary at the end of the video and give it a try yourself. But for those who wish to join me on this journey, welcome to my series where I try and find the best Roblox RPG, and today is AFR. I have no idea what the name means. Anyway, let's get into it. As usual, I'm dumb and forgot to record the tutorial, but that is fine because the tutorial basically shows you nothing. It basically hints at a couple features and then sends you on your way. But I mean, I can't complain because knowing a lot of these games, they choose not to have a tutorial at all, so at least it gives you something. After speaking with the tutorial guide, this is where we are dropped off to explore the world. And I start by trying out the spell system that was slightly mentioned in the tutorial. By holding C and moving your mouse in any 4 directions, you can do specific combos to cast spells. If you fail, it backfires. So here I am messing around trying to find spell combos, and I actually stumble across one that gives yourself light. I then find a wall which I realize unlocks new spells. It's also then I figure out you can go in the menu to see the spell combos. Yeah, you don't have to mess around like I was. It's a really cool system though that reminds me of rogue lineage spells. Which, if you don't know, in that game, you needed to have specific levels of mana to cast it, or it backfires. Kinda like this.
Is there a Jordan? Where's the Jordan? I don't know.
So the Jordan just killed himself.
I had a lot of fun figuring out how to cast certain spells in that game. Except, in this game, it's a bit more advanced with a Helldivers type input, which I quite like. So, I go through my spells, and of course, I cast Logus, which, I should have known, kicks you from the game. That's a nice spell. Probably has some practical use in trying to escape PvP or something. Forgot to mention, there is PvP, which, as you see as I rejoin, I immediately get ganked. Actually lucky for us though, because now we get to see the combat system.
But before that, this is the part of the video I got up to 4 months ago, so now you got the future me. Present me. Past me for you guys, but whatever. Bear with me as I kind of forgot what the hell this game is about, so I gotta go through my recording. Okay, let's go. Now, this will be one of the only times I experience combat. More on that later, but from my brief encounter, it actually feels quite well made. I would tell you about the specifics, but I forgot. But the effects are well done and it seems very fluid, and I think there's a lot of potential here, especially with the spells and the movement. One thing I gotta note down is how good the music is. It seems pretty dynamic and they got good music choices. Anyway, I keep dying to this random guy and eventually I actually kind of make friends with him. Not sure how that happened. But I used to play Rogue Lineage, so dying to this random guy didn't really bother me since I didn't seem to really lose much. But I think this could be a quit point for a lot of people. Like, I like a little PvP, but it's kind of annoying to spawn in and get spawn killed, you know. But I ain't no quitter, so I go out and adventure. After exploring, I come across this structure, which I believe is a respawn point. And then I find another spell. I do love the idea of finding spells, it's just so satisfying. Eventually, I come across this player and I ask how to sell stuff. Because again, the tutorial really wasn't there, so he leads me to this underground den where I find this merchant. I sell my junk, mingle with the NPCs a bit, and after finding the most powerful weapon, a literal gun, I feel I'm ready to kill some monsters. But the only monster I find is this PKer. Our glorious clash of magic, steel, and bullets was legendary. And he spawn kills me. This is the guy I ended up befriending, and he actually tells me some lore. Apparently he's pretty new to this too, so I don't know how he knows so much. But he tells me a tale of a self-insert boss who was bit by the players too easily, so the devs buffed it. But then the players still won. A heartwarming story. But suddenly rain! This guy who just recently bit me with no effort at all is suddenly getting scared? He's telling me to run away. So I do, and I run away without turning back. To this day, I still don't know what the rain means. So, here I am, wandering around, not knowing what my purpose is, not knowing why I bear these weapons, and that's when it hit me. That's the point. I'm supposed to explore, to wander and yearn, not to mindlessly grind away on weak enemies that don't matter. It's about the journey. It's about... And at this point, nearly 2 hours in, I realize I've yet to find an NPC to fight. So being players. So I obtain a new goal, to find a boss to kill, and I set out. I explore, I talk, I trade, I learn, I become one with nature, and nature treats me as one of itself. I travel the seas, cross the land and sand. Eventually, I find my way home. Kind of ironic, the thing I was looking for was so close to the start. Or at least I think it was. So I enter this cave not knowing what was in store. Death. So much death. My greatest enemy yet. Full damage. There's this parkour in the cave with a void below, and I keep dying. God knows how long I spent trying. I know too, but I'm not telling you. At some point, I don't actually remember, I got this jump spell and it's coming real in handy. So eventually I get through this parkour. What's on the other side? A grand desert of nothing. Nothing. After all of this, I thought there would be more. Maybe it was about the journey. No! I refuse to give up. When I was recording, I thought this is where I stop and end the video. But I couldn't stop here. I return. I explore the cave again. I find a new path, one that leads deeper into the darkness, until I find this place. Who knew such beauty hid beneath the surface? I make my way across carefully, looking for something. Anything. Find an NPC who gives some lore. That's pretty cool. And I find this new spell. It's a nice treat hidden by the void. But I have nothing to use it on. I continue on, and at this point I've run out of path, so I'm using my jump spell to get by. But alas, everything comes to an end. I must ask myself why I look so hard for a boss to fight, an NPC to kill. Is that all an RPG is? Always looking for more, but never looking back. I never did find that fight, but I did have fun, and at some point I forgot this was a review. Right. Well, to sum up, I love the system of exploration, finding spells, selling items, doing quests, and getting rare items, although I never did much of the latter. Very good sound design and visuals in my opinion, and the combat is pretty good, at least from what I saw. My only complaint is the lack of stuff to hit, and the tutorial felt a bit meh. At least, I think it did. Again, I played this game months ago, so it's hard to say. But I think it's worth checking out. Who knows what you might find here. Anyway, that's all for now. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe with notifications on because I upload very rarely. And I'll see you in the next episode. See ya!